this is Elisa again. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday morning. This week has like flown by and I hope you guys are getting so much information from these videos. If you have missed any of the videos, we're posting one every single day. We're going live, but they are being recorded. So go back and watch the videos, read through the content, do the homework if you can. That'll add some extra information for you. But we are super excited to close this group out. Basically, we still have 2 full days left, and then we are going to be leaving the group open afterwards for about a week to catch up too, which is super exciting. So I just can't believe that this is the second to last official day of the group, but we'll be doing a Q&A on Saturday too. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about our mission. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about our challenge groups and kind of what those look like too. So I know some of you in here, at least from my neck of the woods, just kidding, but from, I guess, my groups, you guys have been through my challenge groups. I know I have some discount coaches in here that have gone through even more than one challenge group, so you guys have a little bit of the details, but I'm going to show you a little bit more on the back end of what we do for that. And then I'm going to show you guys, actually, I'm going to give you just a quick rundown of how I make my Shakeology every day. Just kind of a simple thing, but I want to show it to you so that you guys see just how simple this nutrition is and getting so many superfoods in your body every single day. It's actually amazing. So first things first, I want to talk about our mission. So Beachbody's mission is to end the trend of obesity. And I love that, honestly. Here in America, it can be really hard to stay fit. And honestly, I think that's just true in every country in this day and age. We have so many, meals that you can nuke in the microwave, and we have so many, frozen foods and fast foods and things like that. And it can be really easy to let ourselves go physically and, in every other way really as well. But what's awesome about what Beachbody does is that our mission of ending the trend of obesity ends up broadening even to a place where what I like to remember is that our goal and our mission every single day is to help people live healthier and more fulfilling lives. And that's the part that as a coach, I just hold on to. I love the fact that we get to impact lives in such a way that we got to see kind of what this did for us, and then we're able to go and help other people too. Sorry, my dog is freaking out unless I have her in my lap, you guys. We adopted this little one. Do you see her? She's 6, but she has no manners. So anyway, our mission, like I said, is to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. And it's so amazing to be able to help people do that, for ourselves, and then be able to show other coaches and other people who have basically completed their challenge groups, be able to start their own. Because it's funny, when I first did my first challenge group, I'm like, there's no way that I can ever find a better high than this. I just treated my body so well. I felt so good at the end of 3 weeks, and I felt transformed. And I was like, I don't know if I can share this with people. I don't know if I can help people. But once I started helping people get their own results in challenge groups, I was like, oh my gosh, nope, this is it. This is the best high in the whole world. I'm helping other people see their potential. And I felt so amazing, right, Mark? Yes. But then as a coach, I was like, I'm helping now. I started helping other people run their own challenge groups and get that same high that I had. And now you guys, I swear, it just gets better and better with this thing, I'm telling you. But a lot of that is really tied to our vision and tied to our mission. I feel like as a company, the virtues that Beachbody holds and just so many of the coaches, it's just really incredible to be part of such an inspiring and uplifting community and have a job that is so fulfilling, because I know I'm helping people every single day. So I love that. Anyway, I tend to blab. It's so funny. You got 2 blabbers, Scotty and I. We both I have little notes to make sure that I stay on topic here. When people sign up with us, so whether or not you join my team or Scotty's team or one of your coaches, whoever invited you to this group, when you sign up with them, whether you sign up as a coach or you sign up as a customer, and this goes for anybody whether or not they're in this coach sneak peek or not, we want our people to succeed. So it is our utmost responsibility and our utmost joy to help you get the results you want to get from your workout program, basically, from your challenge group. And the way that we do that is by adding you to a challenge group, like I said. So what's awesome about challenge groups is it combines the three basically ways that we can help you best receive, or I guess best achieve your best results. So we use fitness, nutrition, and accountability. And honestly, you guys, I have been an athlete my whole life. I was actually, I played soccer for a long time, actually played at the university level. So I've been involved in athletics and sports for a long time. I dropped out a little bit after college. It was a little tougher to stay in shape, but I've always known, for me, that you have to have a sweet spot. I can't just join a gym and expect to get amazing results. And I can't just eat right and expect to get amazing results. I feel like I have to have multiple things going for me. And what's awesome about these three threads and strands is having fitness, nutrition, and the accountability and kind of that team factor involved. It just makes everything so much better. So that is something that I think is super important. Most coaches will run challenge groups that last anywhere from 21, normally it's 21 or 30 days. Some coaches do groups that are longer, like 60 days or 90 days. I know a couple of coaches who even do ongoing groups. But the goal of a challenge group is to get you the best results possible. So if you've ever been in one of my challenge groups, or Scotty's, or probably any one of the coaches in this call or in this group, you would know that we ask you to do a couple of things every single day. So number one, we ask you to obviously follow the meal plan and do the workout. So you have to, your workout program, if you haven't ordered a program through Beachbody before, it comes with everything you need to complete a specific fitness program. So it'll come with a workout calendar that tells you every single day what workout you're supposed to be doing every single day. So there's no guesswork. You aren't going to wonder which workout should I pick today? There's a calendar that comes with it. It's going to come with a meal plan and a booklet that's specific to the program that you picked. Or what's awesome is it's very specifically designed so that you can adjust it to your preferences, any allergies, your budget constraints, anything like that. And that's what I love about it too, is it's very, it's something that you can use ongoing and that you can use in accordance to your lifestyle and kind of where you're at with your health and nutrition. So basically, when you get that challenge pack for your challenge group, it's going to come with everything that you need to follow the right meal plan and to do your workouts every single day. So that is the first thing that we require of you in your in our challenge groups. And then the second thing is Shakeology. So it's so funny because this is the one thing that even for me, when my coach was telling me about my first challenge group when I participated a whole year ago, a little over, she was telling me about these shakes and I was like, I'm just not a shake person. I love food. I eat a ton of food. I don't know that I want to actually just drink a meal. I'm not okay with that. And it's so funny because her response, she's telling me all about what's in it. And for me, I'm super big on nutrition. I told you guys a little bit about that the last time, Tuesday. But just because of everything that my late husband went through and getting diagnosed with cancer so young and all of that, I started really diving into how our health and our nutrition plays a role in our diseases and our health level and our vitality and fatigue and all this stuff. And when I started really diving into not only the ingredients of Shakeology, but how Shakeology is made, how it's shipped, how it's packaged, how it's produced, Beachbody has done insane amounts of back-end work to make sure you're getting a very quality product. So once I figured that part out, and it took me 3 days of honest, hard research, I told Jackie, okay, I am willing, Jackie's my coach, I am willing to try it. I'll just try it. If it's a requirement of your group, that's fine. And she's like, okay, I want you to get your best results possible, and I love you enough that I'm going to make you drink the shakes. But what's awesome about all of our challenge packs is everything is 30-day money back guaranteed. So if at the end of 30 days, even if you drink the entire bag of shakes, which is 30 days worth of meals essentially, or shakes, which I did clarify yesterday, somebody had a question drinking it as a meal. If you add things to it, which I'll show you kind of what I add, it does keep you full for about 3 hours, or sometimes some people say 4 or so, but I still always suggest if you're following a meal plan and you've seen a Beachbody meal plan, you are never going to starve. You're never going to starve. You're going to have sometimes more food than you need. But if you're following a meal plan, you're gonna make sure that you're hitting every point on your nutrition plan and you're eating the right food groups and the right amounts. So whether or not you use Shakeology and you call it a meal or you call it a snack, you're gonna be eating multiple, normally small meals throughout the day. And it kind of depends, again, on your program, on your meal plan that comes with your program, and on you. But it's a really amazing product. So anyway, I had tried it for 30 days and I was like, this is way different than I thought it was going to be. And I noticed my energy levels increasing and all these things. Even the results I was getting, my lean muscle mass was coming back extremely fast. I was starting to lose inches. And I was trying to figure out, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really feel like this is like the perfect combination. Because the other part of it, so aside from the meal plan and the workouts, you're drinking your Shakeology every day, the last part is that accountability. And for me, I wasn't sure how much of a difference it would make. You guys, it made a world of difference. I have been, I've been on teams before. Like I said, I've been on sports teams, and I knew that always made a difference for me. If my team was going to the gym and we were all doing, like pull-up reps or whatever, like I wasn't going to be the one person that didn't show up or didn't do the workouts, right? Because everybody's there, and their team is depending on me to be the best soccer player I could be. I was going to show up. In the same way, these accountability groups act like that, and I wasn't sure it would be as true or like feel as real because it's online. But I can tell you guys right now, it made such a difference knowing, because every single day in your challenge group, your coach is going to ask you to check in. And basically, coaches do it different ways, but the way that I do it, I will ask like, okay, everybody today post like a picture of the room you worked out in, or post the workout shoes that you wore, or post a sweaty selfie, which I don't always require because I know some people don't want to take selfies, but I'm like, post something that shows us and proves to us that you did this workout. And it's absolutely amazing, the accountability that comes from that, the support, the friendships even. We do little assignments every day too, and not all coaches do that, but a lot of coaches do, where we do assignments kind of digging into like living a purposeful life. That's what I focus on. So it's really interesting because when you combine all of these things, so you have the fitness aspect and you have the nutrition aspect and you have the support that you need, amazing results will ensue. And that's what I love about this, is that if you are willing to take on all 3 of those things, even if you're iffy on 1 or 2 or all of them, once you take the leap and if you really give it your all for that entire time and you're following that meal plan, you're doing the workouts, drinking your shakes, you're going to see results. And that's the part that as a coach, like I'm very strict on, especially because I tried to weasel my way out of Shakeology. When people ask me, like, do I have to really have the shakes to be in your challenge group? I tell them yes. And honestly, because for me, I know it absolutely changed my results. I honestly, too, you guys, just so you know, I did do a trial and I didn't use Shakeology and did the same workout program for a month. And I can tell you guys, my results were vastly different, and my cravings for junk food were so much higher. I was feeling more fatigued. I was actually like breaking out, like all kinds of stuff was going on. And I was like, I need those superfoods back in my life. And I can't, like, it's impossible for most people to afford the amount of veggies and probiotics and minerals and vitamins and all the stuff that's present in that bag of Shakeology. It's so much more expensive if you're gonna try and juice or something like that, which is what I used to do in the past. It's very messy and extremely expensive. So anyway, that's all of that. But if you do all of those things, you're gonna get great results. And that's our goal. Like as coaches, our goal is to help people honestly, right, see results. We don't want people to come to our challenge groups and kind of half-ass it, right? And come in and be like, I'm gonna do the workouts and I'm sort of gonna do the meal plan. I'm gonna skip the shakes and I might check in every once in a while. Like they aren't gonna see the results. And the hard part about that is we know the potential that they have to change their life, right? But we can't help them do that unless they're willing to dive in and be 100% with the team. So that's the part that I think actually brings everybody together too, right? Because I don't think anybody joins a challenge group for the first time without any reservations. I don't think I've met anybody actually. No, I haven't. Everybody joins the challenge group with some sort of reservations, wondering if they can do it, wondering if, if the nutrition's gonna add up, or wondering if they can do the workouts, all those things. And it's absolutely incredible as a coach to watch them go through the same like eye-opening situation that I did, where I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. And oh my gosh, I can have the energy, which that was the biggest thing for me, but I can have the energy that I've always wanted. I can feel alive again. Like, this is absolutely amazing. So I was super excited about it. But anyway, that's why we run our challenge groups the way that we do. That's why we require certain things in our challenge groups. That's why we require Shakeology. It's because we love the people that we work with and we want them to get results. We don't want them to come to us and say, I want results, and give them half the tools, or allow them to have half the tools, and then have them not achieve the results and not even feel better and think that either this didn't work or that nothing can ever work for them, right? Because we know that it can. So yeah, I'm getting off track, sort of. I'm kind of tangenting, but I think that's kind of the basics of challenge groups, how they kind of work. On the back end, just like Scotty was talking a little bit yesterday about how he, outsources some of his work and things like that. Even as a newer coach, what I found to be so helpful, we actually use a tool called Postcron to schedule our posts for our groups. So I will sit down at the beginning of my group. So my groups last for 21 days, and I'll sit down and schedule out all my posts for the next 21 days, my assignments, my workout check-ins, all my graphics, like everything in advance. It takes me like an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes less actually. It depends on if I'm doing 2 posts a day or not. So like 45 minutes to an hour and a half to set up my group for the entire 3 weeks. And then from that point forward, you actually participate almost like a challenger, right? But I offer extra support. I've obviously been doing this longer than a lot of my challengers, so I offer extra support, answer questions. I work with them behind the scenes. But it's so amazing to do this as a group because other people can chime in too on like what they've found works for them, and it just becomes an amazing little community. But that was a big thing for me, is I was so worried if I became a coach, because at the time I was a single widowed mom, I was working my butt off, and I was actually in the process of moving, and I just had gotten engaged. That was kind of right in this time when I started this. I got engaged and decided, like, we were trying to figure out a wedding and like if he was gonna move or like what was gonna happen. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my life was so busy and I wasn't sure if I would have the time to coach, right? And I didn't start running my challenge groups until after my wedding, about 2 months after my first challenge group. But what's crazy to me is looking back, I'm like, I didn't realize like how easy, honestly, it would be, that it would feel so similar to running or to being in a challenge group. Running one is not all that much different. And you just schedule everything at the beginning and it's such a time saver. I absolutely love it. I feel like I should be like a spokesperson for Postcron. Oh, and Postcron too. So there is a free account that you can schedule for like a week in advance, I think. If you want to schedule indefinitely, it does cost $9.99 a month. But people, you know, if you don't want to spend the money, you can just schedule once a week. So every Sunday you can sit down and schedule for the following week, or however you want to do it. I think I even have a link, and your coach might have a link that gets you like a little discount on your first month. But okay, so now I'm going to walk into the kitchen. You guys have to excuse the mess. We literally, so our fridge is like missing. That's where our fridge normally is. Now it's like way over there. And we have no dishwasher, so there's dishes all up in the sink. You guys, it's crazy. They're fixing our floors. We had this house built a year ago, and there was some stuff wrong with the floors. So they came in to refix it, and they moved everything. So it's crazy. But I was going to tell you guys a little bit about how I make my shakes. So I'm just going to show you. Let's see if I can switch this around. Okay. So basically, we'll use a NutriBullet. We actually have a Vitamix too, that's a little bit bigger, but normally we'll use like a NutriBullet. We put in well, first I normally do milk. So I'll use unsweetened organic almond milk. Sometimes I use coconut milk, but I use about 4 ounces of that, and that counts as a yellow in my meal plan. Then I use a scoop of Shakeology. It normally comes in a bag. I don't know if I have extra bags right now. I don't. But it normally comes in a bag. I put mine in this fancy jar because that's the other thing. Beachbody sends you all kinds of swag. It's super fun. This is one of the swag items that I got for helping people 1 month. They send you like gifts for helping. But I put in a scoop of Shakeology. And then often I'll put in some, which counts as a red for me, which a red is a protein. Just telling you how I track it, I guess. And then this is the organic peanut butter. It's basically peanut butter powder. So it's peanut butter without the fatty oils in it. So I put in a scoop of that, and it counts as a healthy fat. And then I blend it, and you guys, I'll add some ice typically and some extra water. Here, let's background. I'll add some ice and some extra water because I do like it a little bit more like liquidy, like a milkshake. Some people like it thicker, like my husband Jay likes it a little thicker, and he'll add more ice and like less liquids. But it's super good and super simple. So I've timed myself, and it takes me 1 minute and 35 seconds was my fastest time to make a shake every morning. And it blows my mind, you guys, because I used to, before I started these programs, I used to go through Starbucks and I would order like a protein pack and an Americano. And that came out to about $8 a day. And it took me like at least 5 minutes to go through the drive-through line. That was even without getting out of the car. And I had to get ready and all this stuff, right? But I would eat in the car on the way to dropping my daughter off at her like preschool / daycare. And what's crazy is now that we're doing this, and even back when I was living in Seattle and still taking her to daycare, I would make my shake in like 2 minutes, and I could take it in the car with me and drink it out of a straw. And it was like amazing. It was quicker on the go, and it was so much cheaper because this ends up being like less than $4 a day when you're a coach and you're getting that discount, which is amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot about the banana because I didn't have a prop. I was like, oh, we're out of bananas. We have bananas in the freezer. But yes, I always add a banana. That's the other part. Sorry, I totally missed that. And that's my favorite part of it. I always add a banana because I like a little bit of added sweetness, and that's a natural sweetener, right? Natural sugar and fruit. So I will add a banana and count it as the purple, which is fruits in most of the meal plans. So anyway, that I think might be it. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, hey babe. Hi Adrian. Hi James. Hi guys. Okay, I'm so glad some of you got to tune in live. If you just jumped on, please go back to the beginning. I will post it, post the recording so you can go back and watch it from the beginning. But hopefully that was helpful for you guys and gave you a little bit of background, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.